Happening right now inside the downtown Sheridan Hotel, the province is meeting with the union representing school support workers as they try and avoid a potential strike. Now, if they can't, tens of thousands of kids across Ontario will be locked out of their schools on Monday. And with that real possibility at play, we went one-on-one today with the Minister of Education. Let's start right off with your reaction to hearing nearly every board across the province is prepared to close their public schools if there's a strike on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite regrettable that we're in this situation to begin with. I mean, we wouldn't be here and boards would be making that decision if the union didn't decide on Sunday to walk away from the table.
Education Minister Stephen Lecce painted his ministry as the victims today, punting the political football directly at the heads of the union, blaming them for invoking their right to strike just days after announcing a work to rule. What do you say to some critics who say, well, the union, just after a few short days jumped into strike action and that students, tens of thousands of them, are being used as pawns?
I think after a few short days, we saw some really unacceptable behavior, so we needed to use the legal process to apply more pressure, and that's what we've done.
CUPE represents more than 55,000 educational assistants, custodial staff, administrative assistants, and other educational support workers across Ontario. The main bargaining issue that remains contentious, sick days. The province alleges that on average, CUPE workers take more than 15 sick days a year. The union claims the numbers the Conservatives are using include workers on long-term disability. Where's the truth here?
Well, I mean, look, why is it that CUPE members have almost twice the rate of absenteeism than teachers in the same sector, in the same schools, in the same classrooms, than the private sector? I mean, 15 days on average is quite high.
Whenever someone gets sick in school or they have an accident in school, that's who gets called to clean up those bodily fluids. Working as an EA, as I did for many years, we are involved in children who are sick. We're involved with children who unfortunately have crises that may lead to violent behaviors.
Under the current agreement, CUPE members receive 11 sick paid days at 100%, with an additional 120 paid days at 90%, though that includes serious injuries or sickness. With the plausible possibility that the front doors of hundreds of schools could be locked, the two sides have begun their marathon talks that could go well into the weekend. Are you willing to budget all on the sick days?
At this time, I would have to see something very substantial that would be able to move my team, and I'm not sure if that's possible.
How confident are you that you can hammer out a deal this weekend?
I think there's a credible pathway to getting a deal. I do believe that.
Now, only time will tell. The union is urging parents and families to make alternative plans. Send it over now to Melissa Nakavali with what parents and students can expect on Monday.